Hello, hello. 2 Corinthians chapter number 4, verse 3. If the gospel is hidden from you, it means you are not saved. If the message of the cross is hidden from you, it means you are not saved. And no wonder why today pastors are going to get some powers from out there, because they don't know the power of preaching the cross. Because the preaching of the cross is power. It has no power. It has no power. It is power which is above all powers. It is power which overcame sin, which overcame death, which stripped the devil of all his powers. And now, the one who overcame devil, death, and sin dwells in me. And this was made available or achieved by the work on the cross. And so, the power is in preaching, the preaching. And as a believer, you need to come to your senses, and you must know what you are hearing. What are you hearing at your church? What are you hearing about money? Are you hearing about tithes? What are you hearing? Are you hearing about business? You know, a lot of churches now, they are business entities, and they are teaching money in the church. The Bible has nothing to do with that. The Bible was given so that we may learn Christ, and when we know Christ, we receive eternal life. You know, when you know Christ, you know God. When you know Christ, you know yourself. When you know Christ, the devil is exposed. Yes. But if you don't know Christ, you don't know God. Because Christ is God who became a man. Christ is God's human name. And if you don't know Christ, you cannot know your identity. You cannot know your identity. Ignorance is the worst enemy you must not allow. Ignorance. You become a worse slave. The one who is right now in the pub is better than the man who is in a religious church. Because there you are always given hopeless hope. You expect and expect and expect and escape until you die. Remember, time is so precious. Time is money in business. And time is life. And if you don't make an intelligent decision to choose to understand Christ, you perish. And so now, 1 Corinthians 1:18, the Bible is saying, the preaching of the cross is nonsensical to those who are perishing. People who do not believe the gospel, who not believe what Christ has done on the cross, they try by their own effort to try and be good before God. And that you cannot score points with that, because it is only God who can qualify us. It is only God who can save us. And so, the message of the cross is our identification with Christ. Is our identification with Christ. He became sin, and I become righteous. Meaning to say, when he became sin, it was me. And when he died on the cross, it was me. When he was buried, it was me. I was supposed to die and be buried, but he did it for me. When he went to hell, it was me who went to hell. He went to hell for me, that I may not go there. He became sin, that I may become righteous. He was buried, that I may not be buried. He paid for my body. He paid for my spirit. He paid for my soul. And he went to hell that I may go to heaven. He became, he was quickened by God that I may be quickened too. He rose from the dead that I may rise. He appeared before God for me. Meaning to say, when he appeared before God, he shed his blood. Meaning to say, he completed the salvation work by appearing before God. So that whosoever would believe would just identify himself with Christ by simply believing. And right now, what he is what I am. What he is what a believer is. Because as he is, so are we in this earth. What he has is what we have on this earth. What he can do is what we can do. Identification. And he has eternal life. I have eternal life. He doesn't die. I don't die. He doesn't get sick. I don't get sick. He is righteous. I am righteous. He is perfect. I am perfect. He is powerful. I am powerful. As he is, so are we. He doesn't get sick. I don't get sick. He doesn't lack. I don't lack. As he is, so are we. Identification. We are like him because we were born by his DNA. His spirit is his sperma or spora. His DNA, his gene begot us as believers. I'm talking of true believer who is indwelt by God, has an identification with Jesus because he is our Papa. And any Papa hands down his DNA to his children. And so he does not die. I don't die. He is not poor. I am not poor. He is wise. I'm wise too. Is knowledgeable. I'm knowledgeable too. I am as he is. I am what he has made me to be. And I am equal to him. Inside me is just the body, which is still the old one. But inside me, I am like him, identified with him. And that's why we were saved. To be saved is to receive a new life of Christ, a new life of God, a life of love, a life of power, a life of which does not end. When you die without this Christ, you are doomed forever. Because when you don't have Jesus right now, though you may have money and everything, you are living like a chicken. Because the soul is dead. You are walking, but you're dead. You have money, but you're dead. You are learned, but dead. But the moment you receive Christ, you become like him. John 3, verse 6. What is born of flesh is flesh. What is born of spirit is spirit. Born of flesh is being born of my mama and my dad. But born of the spirit is being born by the spirit. The spirit is God's sperm, divine sperm, divine gene, divine spora, divine DNA is in my system. As he is, so I am. As he is, so we are in this earth right now. And now, you are born of God the moment you allow him to enter. Because it's you who can allow him to enter. Don't just go to church. You need to believe the gospel. After you have heard the message of the cross and you believe it, you believe it. You know what happens with religion? They don't deny Christ by saying, oh, we don't like Jesus. No, they don't do that. They deny Christ by their teaching. They teach other things. They teach their doctrine. They teach their doctrine. That's a denial. That's a denial. Or they twist the scriptures. That's a denial. The devil is so cunning. And so now, when you are born of God, You have become a native of heaven, a citizen of heaven, but still in the body for the purpose of preaching the good news, preaching the cross, so that others are born like yourself. And when you are born, all what is left is to grow in the knowledge and become skilled, and then in turn teach others. Yeah, because after that, you are going to receive a high status because of what you would have done in this time, in this world of time. Yeah, time we live on earth is borrowed, is so short, full of evil. You cannot ignore this. Right now, as I'm speaking, this is between you and eternal life. You have to make a choice or doomed forever. Because life is in the hearing. And what are you hearing at church? Hey, come to Christocentric church now. Come to Christocentric church and receive life and receive growth. And then you are able to teach others and live a life of freedom. You are free from men. You are free from religion. You are free from devils. You are free from poverty. You are free from all evil when you know the truth. And above all, you receive the nature of God. You receive the nature of your Father. And that's eternal life. And when you have eternal life, all things, they just follow. Things just happen. You don't seek money. You don't seek that. You don't seek healing. You don't seek deliverance. But because you yourself, you're the container of God, the container of all power. Yeah, you don't seek power because you yourself, you have treasure. You have treasure. So you see, to preach the cross is power. And you wonder why the devil is causing pastors not to teach the cross. They only teach it during Easter. Hey, this is not a message of Easter. It's the message of the church every Sunday, every time. Because you can preach it from any angle. God bless you.